Welcome to the road to Civil War. My name is D. Marchese, otherwise known as the Beast NJ, and this is The Road to Civil War, the Level Up Network's miniseries leading all the way up to Marvel's Captain America Civil War release this Thursday night. Alongside of the film, we'll be releasing our spoiler-free and our spoiler-filled reviews at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. So me being the Level Up Network's residential Marvel fanboy that I am, who better to lead you on this journey than me? Now, we've already kicked off Civil War week with episode 35 of Power Up, talking about all possibilities of after Civil War has come and gone. So be sure you guys subscribe to the channel right here so you don't miss a beat of the action. Now, with all that behind us, Avengers, assemble. It's time to check out Team Captain America. Team Cap, standing on the side of freedom of choice, and for good reason. Just like the Star-Spangled Man said himself.
This isn't freedom. This is fear.
If you've read the Civil War books, you already know that Captain America and his squad are anti-registration, meaning they refuse to unveil their secret identities and work for the government. Given that in the MCU, secret identities are kinda hard to come by, we don't know for sure what the Sokovia Accords will fully entail. What we do know is that the Sokovia Accords directly correlate to the events that took place in Age of Ultron, and this will take the place of the comics' Superhero Registration Act. But while we wait to find out more about that in the movie, let's check out Cap's roster and why they might have chosen to stand against the Armored Avenger. Sharon Carter, former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, former neighbor, niece to Peggy Carter, and a potential new love interest of Cap's. It's no surprise that Miss Carter would wind up on the team. However, there have been some murmurs that Sharon might be playing both sides of the war. Where do her allegiances really lie? And will Cap find out that she's actually related to Peggy? The Scarlet Witch. Who could forget Wanda's pure disdain for Tony after her family was killed by Stark Industries' weapons, as we learned in Age of Ultron? Certainly a temporary and super awesome alliance wouldn't grant Tony full forgiveness from the Scarlet Witch. Ant-Man. Ant-Man seems to be a pretty big fan of the Avengers.
Captain America.
Mr. Lang?
It's an honor. I'm shaking your hand too long. Wow, this is awesome.
And who could forget his run-in with Sam in his Solo film? With Tony on the opposing side, one might assume that Team Cap is going to need Ant-Man's expertise in electric engineering to equip the team with the tech and tools they need. Hawkeye. Hawkeye's allegiance to Cap seems to be an unknown variable. Sure, they shared a plane together in the Battle of New York, but is that all it takes to turn a man against his teammates? The big question here is why Hawkeye, an agent of a form of government, a loyal friend and follower to Nick Fury, would seemingly throw away everything he was taught, especially when his best friend and the godmother of his child are on the opposing team. Falcon. No questions here. Sam has had Cap's back since the moment they first met. He's loyal to the core, so it's no surprise that he'd be right by Cap's side when all hell breaks loose. The Winter Soldier. Though pretty unstable still, we're led to believe that there are some remnants of the Bucky that Steve once knew. And even if he didn't fully remember his old pal, Cap is evidently the only one willing to fight for the guy, so of course he'd want to help him out. One thing's for sure, the Sokovia Accords are just the tip of the iceberg, and whatever really lies beneath seems to be revolving around Bucky in some way. Whether he remembers or not, being the best friend of the first Avenger sticks with you, as we learned at the end of Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Captain America. Cap isn't exactly thrilled over the idea of the government telling him how to do his job. I wonder why.
It kind of feels personal.
Cap now has no one but the Avengers. They've become his family. Until, of course, along came a Bucky. Now Cap is abandoning two of his closest family members, Tony and Natasha, for the closest thing he's ever had to a real brother. And it most certainly seems to be making some waves. After all, a promise is a promise.
Because I'm with you to the end of the line.
But clearly Captain America isn't as black and white as the world once thought, and I'm sure interested in seeing another dimension of the character. Some words of wisdom to Team Iron Man? Stay out of the guy's way. Will Cap survive the MCU version of Civil War? Can Cap and Tony become friends and overcome this in the end? Who will win? I can't wait to find out, and I'm sure you can't wait to find out either. So please join me on this road to Civil War leading up to my big review of the film Thursday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't worry if you haven't seen the film yet at that time, because you can check out a spoiler-free review right here, same time, same place, youtube.com/The Level Up Network. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Remember to click that like button if you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to come on back and check out more and more and more. Thank you guys so much one more time, and until next time, Excelsior!